Okay, now I'm going to ask you some of the more interesting questions. Are you ready?
I'll try my best, ma'am.
What is React concurrency?
It's like React having a multitasking brain. Normally, React works on one task at a time, but concurrency lets it pause work, switch to something more important, and then come back, without freezing the screen.
So, like cooking dinner but checking your phone when a message arrives?
Exactly.
Explain prop drilling and how to avoid it.
Prop drilling is when you pass data from one component to another and then to another just so it can reach a deeply nested component, even if those middle components don't need it. To avoid it, we can use the Context API, Redux, or other state management libraries so data can be accessed directly where it's needed.
What's the difference between client-side rendering and server-side rendering?
Client-side rendering means the browser downloads a blank HTML page and then React builds everything in the browser. Server-side rendering means the HTML is built on the server and sent ready-made to the browser, so it loads faster and is better for SEO.
So, like getting an empty plate versus getting a plate with food already served?
Exactly, ma'am.
What are higher-order components?
They're like wrapping gifts. A higher-order component takes another component and gives it extra abilities. Just like wrapping paper can make a gift look better. For example, adding authentication checks to any component without changing its original code.
Explain controlled animations in React.
Controlled animations are when you tell React exactly how and when the animation should happen, based on state changes, instead of letting CSS run it on its own. Libraries like Framer Motion make it easier to sync animations with React logic.
What are render props?
Render props is a pattern where a component takes a function as a prop and uses it to decide what to render. It's like saying, I'll do the setup, you decide the final look.
How would you implement code splitting in React without React.lazy?
We can use dynamic import manually, Webpack split chunks, or Next.js's dynamic function if using Next. Basically, the idea is to break the app into smaller chunks so users only download what they need when they need it.
Explain reconciliation in React 18 with Suspense-enabled data fetching.
In React 18, reconciliation works with Suspense to delay showing parts of the UI until the data they need is ready, without blocking the rest of the page. This means we can load critical parts first and secondary parts later, making the app feel faster.
What is tree shaking in React builds?
Tree shaking is like cleaning your house, removing code you don't use before shipping your app. Build tools like Webpack do this so the final bundle is smaller and loads faster.
Explain hydration mismatch and how to avoid it.
Hydration mismatch happens when the HTML sent from the server looks different from what React renders on the client. This can cause errors or unexpected UI changes. To avoid it, make sure data and rendering logic are the same on both server and client. No random values, no browser-only code in SSR.
Not bad at all. You kept your explanations clear, even for the tricky ones.
Thank you, ma'am. I tried to think of how I'd explain it to my non-coding friends.
Well, your non-coding friends must know a lot about React by now.